Stop number 8. Glassworks and Pottery site. Walking along the path towards the car park, it may be difficult to imagine that a glass factory existed here 300 years ago. Almost nothing remains above ground to show that glassmaking took place. The earliest glass made at Morrison's Haven, as it was then known, was simply made from kelp, seaweed and sand. The two basic materials were plentiful all along the East Lothian coast. At the end of the 17th century, William Morrison set up a commercial glassworks here. His manufactory was ambitious and initially successful in producing high-quality glassware, such as spectacle lenses and window glass, as well as bottles for the local breweries. German craftsmen were brought in specially to produce more delicate items. Its fine domestic glassware was intended to grace the dining rooms of the Edinburgh salons. As far as we know, no examples of any Morrison glass have been identified. William Morrison successfully lobbied the Scots Parliament to grant himself a monopoly over the industry, and particularly his nearest rivals in Leith. Interestingly, Morrison was himself a member of Parliament. However, despite this help, the glassworks was often in trouble. By the 18th century, the site was a pottery. The site of the glassworks was eventually built over with new railway lines and expansion of the brickworks. The rails you see nearby were a spur line built later and which went right into the brickworks. Do you see these houses to the left of the engines? A gable end behind them gives a clue as to one of the earlier pottery buildings. Perhaps there the skilled potters would have made hand-thrown and moulded domestic wares. The engines close by are part of a larger collection housed in the Pithead Baths building. The Preston Grange diesel and steam-powered engines are the descendants of the wagons that run on Scotland's first industrial railway. The Tranent Wagging Way began in 1716 to take coal from pit to port. You have now reached the end of this tract.